Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of War Thunder. Today is just another replay video, so I'm actually going to kind of commentate over this video just because some crazy stuff happened, and while I was watching the replay I realized some more crazy stuff happened. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into this. So I've been using this tank quite a bit recently, and I've grown to absolutely love it. This is my favorite tank in the game right now. And right here I'm just calling artillery a little bit behind their C point, right down here, just so when they come in, it starts striking, it kind of delays them for their point capture here. And recently on this map specifically with the OF40, I've been tucking up along the side street rather than pushing on points. And right here we're engaging two guys. I'm giving that teammate as much space as possible to roll back and change positions if he needs to. I didn't want to crowd him. Obviously he dies here. So I poke out. I'm kind of using this berm here as cover, and I'm waiting patiently because I got to push up the street at some point. As you can see, we got teammates in the courtyard down here where they're kind of sitting. That's actually where they are exactly. Yep. So they just got scouted there. And I'm just waiting. I'm not pushing yet. They don't know I'm here. So I hit the teammate, or I hit the... Oops. Oh, what? Let's see if we can get rid of that. Oop, get rid of that. So, I hit the guy right there, I'm sure you saw, and then I also hit the BMP behind it. I didn't realize that at the time, that I hit the BMP as well. So I don't know if I got some extra penetration there. But again, kind of fall back, and I bring it back up here. And I'm just waiting for him to poke out, because he has to. He wants to. Just kind of listening behind me. And then the engine behind me, I didn't realize it was a teammate. So I was like, well, I'm dead. So I just kind of free looked around. I was like, okay, teammate, good. Me and this teammate just kind of wait here for a few minutes. And this AA right here, he rolls up with us, and then as soon as he gets up to our point, that's when we start heading down that street there. And up that street is where things start getting crazy. I don't know how that heavy tank managed to get up all the way without dying. But that BMP that was right there, he tucked himself in this courtyard right down here on the minimap. You want to look at it? He tucked himself right along this corner. Now, none of us know that. So we're just gonna go right into that area. I'm just trying to keep an eye on that street there. There's that BMP. I throw it in reverse. And I think I was trying to switch to a Hesh round if I remember. Yep, there I go. I accidentally kicked it up on the debris right there. And then I'm like, oh yeah, he's dead. Okay, throw it in reverse. And then I'm just kind of tuck myself in that corner there, just kind of watch down that street. Because that teammate's in a decent spot, but the teammate starts deciding he wants to move out, so I just kind of follow behind him here. And at this point, I'm kind of wondering where the enemy team is at. So I'm like, okay, well, they're not coming around yet. So I'm just gonna go down this side street here. All right, side street it is. And my logic here is I can hear if any tanks are running along the left side of me or behind the building. So me and this BTR can provide cover fire here. That's sure enough, I do hear him. I tuck up here. Like shit, teammate's dead. Okay, well, whatever. Just kind of watching. I actually call artillery along that street there, and I called it a little bit behind him. Like, oh, there's some bad guys. I wasn't gonna shoot him, because I did see that other gunfire coming along that street there. Figure the teammate can take care of that enemy there. Teammate dies. And I was trying to see if there was any enemies behind the buildings. I didn't see anything. I saw the weasel. I saw him. So he needed to be stopped. And I was trying to go for a kill shot there, but I didn't quite make it because I rushed it. And this is where things start getting a little hairy for me. And I'm not in the best position, and I don't know how I didn't get pinned along my side armor. But I hit him in his turret ring. And I think I'm dead here, because all he needs to do is line up that shot. But I get him. Meanwhile, I got those guys trying to work on me. And, It doesn't show it, or I don't think it showed, but one of those guys hit my breach, or maybe it was him. I don't remember which one. My breach is down, and at this point I'm like, that guy right there is gonna come and hit me. I'm dead. Like I don't have a main cannon. I have my machine guns, but I don't have a main cannon. So I'm just waiting for the end to come here. And then that guy pops out. I didn't know I had air support above me. This guy was... he was being safe. He was being safe. So I call artillery. He's just doing that. I think my front armor on my turret was angled just enough to deflect those shots. In the meantime, I'm waiting for my breach to repair. And I'm just waiting for this dude to get me. As soon as my cannon's up. He's just sitting there. And I knocked out part of his crew in his turret ring. I am still repairing. He's still sitting there. And this is where I push. And I get him. And at this point, I'm like, alright, I'm fucking out of here. So I actually fall back off the point because I didn't want to be the only one. I didn't want to be in that spot anymore. So I fell back. my logic with this was the enemy will still think I'm there, so that will draw them down that side street and try to get me. Or they'll be cautious to push C point. And I actually back up the full length back to close to spawn right here. Make sure there's no one behind me. And I'm just keeping an eye on that street down there because I'm at a point where I can still engage. So. Buddy. And I fall right back to my position here. I'm also keeping an eye on that side street. It's because I thought maybe enemies were going to start pouring down that side street. At this point, I figure someone's gonna have to come up. Yep, right there. I didn't know what this was. As soon as I saw it was a BMP, I took the shot. But little did I know, is behind that BMP was a big boy. That was one of the AMXs right there. So again, I fire and I back down the street a little more. Because I wanted to give the illusion that I was no longer there. Maybe I went around them or something. And I wanted to give myself a smaller room to fire, like a nice little kill zone right here, if you will. So I was like, alright, that AMX is probably going to start coming down the street. Just trying to use the building to my advantage with the angle of my tank. Oop, cannon went up there. There's the AMX, and I was like, oh, that guy can die, because I didn't want to deal with his rockets. So I peek out, and guess who's staring at me? It's that dude. And at this point, I kind of I let him think that I'm gonna sit there. And you can probably hear me moving and all. But I just throw it in reverse, and make it so he has to only come at me one direction. I was just gonna stop there, but I was like, I have no cover. So, and being this far or this close to my spawn, you know, they'd show up on radar. So now they're capping B point. And by now you realize we do not win this match, but this was a damn good match. So that air support right there, the teammate was asking for ground targets to hit, and so I just started pinging that B point. And I didn't know there was more guys on B. I only saw him. And I actually did not realize that his barrel was that broken, otherwise I would have rushed. and I hear that guy. I think he's behind the building down the alleyway there. And for the remaining of the match, I just kind of sit there and wait for something to poke out. So, yeah, that was a this was it was a fun match. We didn't win, but I don't know, the intensity of that little battle up by their point was pretty sweet. I liked it. My heart was beating out of my chest. I'm sitting there just trying to stay cool. You know, it was fun. Alright, and I will show you guys a snippet of the next battle here. So I start moving up, and I was actually going to park myself right next to this dude. Then he dies. I'm like, well, I'm going to go around here, because chances are the dude didn't see me. And I still don't know what's behind this rock here, because I was just trying to be vigilant. Look around. And I'm like, oh shit, that's a mouse. Well, that didn't do anything. I gotta poke back out again. He hits me, and he's looking right at me at this point. So I get him. And then there's some other guys over there that I don't really see yet. Except that guy. I see that guy right there, and I was gonna go and hit him. And I believe an enemy comes popping out above. Yeah, right there. Yep. Back up, find a different firing position if needed. Just kind of use the hill as cover, look around. Then I notice that AA is still sitting up there. So I go to poke out. Dude doesn't care. Now he's dead. Back up again. Then I think I just sit here. I think I sit here for a couple minutes, trying to figure out what I want to do. Anyone? Keep an eye on their area. And I start going. Like, yeah, what to do? And I see that over there. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, that's not good. I stop. He aims to me. I aim to him, and I get him. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, well, that was close. And the rest of the match, we just kind of sit up there and do absolutely nothing. So, yeah. Alright guys, that'll do it for this episode of War Thunder. Hope you enjoyed. Decided to do something different. I know when I usually do replays, there's just no talking or anything. But, I don't know. That first battle was probably one of my most favorite battles that I've been in so far. It would have been cooler if I could have penned that AMX, got him, but it is what it is. You guys are new to the channel, or you found yourself on this video, why don't you like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you guys get notified when I upload. And if you guys are already a subscriber, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Oh, also, I got a helicopter. Not good with it. I'm getting better of getting into the battlefield and kind of staying low, but as soon as I pop up and try to hit some targets, I get shot down by AA. But I'm getting better at flying low. I'm figuring out the nice little happy median with the collective and hauling ass. So I will be showing this in a video. I won't be doing good with it, so don't expect me to be awesome. I'll either crash or I'll get shot down. Also, if you guys, I know a lot of people don't like Italy because their stuff's really soft. You gotta play it as a support or like a sniper. You gotta keep moving. Their vehicles are pretty fast. Some of them don't really have the best reverse speeds, but some of them are pretty quick. they're not difficult to use once you figure out how to play with them. I mainly do Italy here, and I mean obviously it shows. I'm I'm 8.0 with it, and my second highest is 6.0. I don't do anything else really. So I don't know. I enjoy Italy thoroughly with the vehicles. I don't know, it's just my thing. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.